What's up, everybody? It's your boy Melvin here with our classic review, and today I'm reviewing another episode of Tales from the Crypt. This time, the episode called Undertaking Pallor. Released on July 24th of 91, and it's from the comic issue of Tales from the Crypt, issue number 39. Which, I'm going to tell you today's quote. They're dying to know. Kids believe a mortician is a murderer and sneak inside the morgue to tape him. But before we begin, did you subscribe? Did you hit the bell? If so, what are you waiting for? Are you going to be wannabe filmmakers? Try to capture a mortician in action who's murdering the people you know. Even your own daddy. By tampering his medicine. If so, good luck with that. So yeah, Undertaking Pallor has been one of my favorites because one, imagine it, but instead of the clown, it's just a corrupt mortician and another goon, which, he plays minor, but yeah. Of course, we have the opening segment from the Crypt Keeper, this time pretending to be a film director. Strange, isn't it? He pretended to be a film director in the Tales from the Crypt movie, Demon Knight, which we all remember. Which I'm going to read. Quiet on the set. Deathly quiet. Found felicitations, fiends, and welcome to the Crypt. Tonight's sordid saga is about a couple of kids with time to kill. See, they just dying to get into the horror movie business. And if they're lucky, that's exactly what had happened to them. Lights, camera, action. So yeah, we get opening group of a group of kids. I forget the names. Let's see. Oh yeah, Aaron, Jess, Norm, leaving the movie theater, and hold it. Sorry, allergies. They always act up during the night. During the day, nothing. During the night, a pain in the ass. I tell you what. Hold it, let me set for this. Okay. I was saying they were leaving the theater until they found themselves in an alley being stalked by a hooded figure with glowing red eyes. Which, of course, Norm, trying to escape from this thing, climbs up the fire escape ladder, trapped. It turned out to be their friend Josh, which they know as the rich kid. Pranking him with a video camera. Of course, the R2 teams of hey, shit check! Oh look, no dingleberries! Which of course Norm gets pissed and say, cut it out! Of course, I think one of them, I think it was Aaron, asked him, you want to see a real dead body? So of course, they sneak into the morgue to record. So of course, they look around, which one of them say they'll be sick. Until they found out, when they saw a body on the table, they removed the tarp, and guess who it is? The local librarian. Which they know. Which they didn't even know she was sick. Until unexpectedly, the mortician arrived, the owner, Sebastian Esbrook, arriving with a box of pizza. Of course, in his horror, he plays, I think, classic opera music, and he turns around and he's sort of like, oh my gosh. How did you uncuff yourself? Of course, he talks to the dead corpse of the librarian, which, of course, that's when they get to see his more narcotic side. As in, him talking to the corpse, like, after the time that she keeps neglecting his affections to her, which of course, let's have a smile. Which of course he grabs a sledgehammer and slams on her face, literally a whack, and try to fix her nose as well, like a little tap on the nose with the sledgehammer. Try to fix the smell with my movie. Put his finger in his mouth. Weird. Oh God. Ugh. That is just way creepy, gross. Of course, he knows her stomach, like, of course, whoops. But of course, she started to purge, which is, the gases and everything. Which, of course, before he could bomb, he stuck a vacuum up her stomach, turns on the vacuum, which, of course, the kids are there, smelling the odor of the gas in the stomach. Oh boy. I feel bad for them, but hey. Of course, his friends leave, but before, I think one of them couldn't get out, and he managed to stay behind, and sees Esberg with the pharmacist, who has been killing customers by poisoning their medicine in exchange for a cut of Esberg's profit funerals. Which, of course, Norm knows that he overhears them talking about the next one, but the farmer mentioned it, this one can afford his accommodations, a rich one, which of course he spiked his asthma medications, which by the time he leaves, he explains to his friends what he heard. Of course, they know who it is until they found Josh crying on the porch, which they tell him that his father died, and they ask how he died from an asthma attack, which of course, when they mention asthma, they explain to Josh what Norma heard. Then they started recording, trying to explain that they're going to get evidence against Esberg and the pharmacist and get revenge. So, of course, they start their revenge. First, they have to find which pharmacist by identifying his shoes, which are alligator skin shoes. Sorry. Just goes in the pharmacy, which of course they think he's stealing, so they try to frisk him, unaware he took a Playboy magazine. Attaboy, Norm. Which they found out, they bump to the pharmacist. When he looks down, yep, they found him, leaving some evidence, which of course caused a problem between. You'll see why. As Nick Grundy, based on the snake's... Oh, it was an alligator snake skin. Whoops. Of course. The two keep talking, and they manage to arrive at the mortuary with everyone on camera except, well, let's just say one of them had the battery charge died off. It had to wait until the next one. They had to recharge it. Soon, then the funeral home recording Esbrook preparing the body of Josh's dad. What? She's stuffing him with, I don't know, what is that, wood chips, I think? While eating pizza. Literally. You can see his ribcage wide open. He's stuffing his chest with wood chips. Soon, Grundy appears, telling him somebody dropped the mess in him as evidence. Of course, if he is blackmail, that's when he pulls out a gun at Esberg, demanding the full pay, as Brooke tries to pretend to get that he actually knocks him with a sledgehammer, ties him to the Gertie, and chugs him with the battery acid that he's been describing all his clients. Which, of course, you know what battery acid does? It melts your insides out. Which, of course, when he chugs it, he starts coughing up blood, which he dies. Soon, everybody pops out, and Esberg starts to decide which is which until you forget. He takes Grundy's gun and points either one of them to cough up the videotape, but Before he can do that, one of them has to push him, which he's impaled with the vacuum. Turns on the vacuum, oh boy, it sucks everything out of his stomach and dies. That's when Norm knows, I think it was Norm or Jock, or the other one, knows the librarian, and they look! She's smiling! An actual Norm smile, and there, it cuts right off. Soon we get the closing segment with the Crypt Keeper saying, "Oh well, poor Sebastian. A brilliant career going down the drain. As for the kiddies, Joss gave up on making movies, saying he didn't have the guts. And the others, they became lawyers. Must have been a taste of blood. After all, they were certain they'd gotten themselves a killer. I mean, who wears shoes like these except a killer? So until next time, see you later, alligator." And that was Undertaking Pallor. And was there back in season 3 and episode 9. So let me know what you think on this episode, because hey, if you want trivia, well, let's just say, here's a little joke. If you haven't noticed the pizza box that the Undertaker was carrying, guess what the pizza box says? Zemeckis. Yeah. Robert Zemeckis is the producer of the series for the series, so yeah, of course you put a pizza in the name Zemeckis Pizza Place. That'd be funny. But yeah, it was actually pretty cool. But yeah, let me know what you think of Undertaking Pallor, and if you've seen this episode, if you have the collection, the whole complete series of Tales from the Crypt, or you're older than me, you've seen this episode, like if you're in your 30s right now, you've seen this when you're a kid, you have an older sibling. Damn, you have a good childhood. This came out in 91, so yeah. Sorry, I was born in 96, so this is way... I was born when season 7 was the final season of Tales from the Crypt, so yeah. Pity. I think my cousin's seen these, but hey, gotta check. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below. Tell me what you think of the review. If you've seen this episode, did you like it? Or does it inspire you to be a filmmaker or amateur filmmaker? Please tell me you didn't do like what these kids did. Break into a funeral home to see a dead body. It reminds me from the Helsing Umbridge, where Alucard says to the soldiers, "Hey kids, you want to see a dead body?" Yeah, that. That's the first thing that pops in my head. That line. But yeah, that'll be it for today. And if you're new to the channel, remember to subscribe. Comment down below. Tell me what you like or what scene you like more from this episode of Tales from the Crypt. And if you're new to the channel, remember to subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you'll miss any of our great content. Like this video, that'll be awesome for us, because we're trying to reach our goal of 1 million subscribers, because hey, it's been 10 years, so let's make this happen. We deserve this moment. Without you guys, we'll be sleeping with the fishes. But until then, see you next week, people. Have a great day. And happy Turkey Day.